So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Pass the Mic. It is your girl Tab, and I am here with my beautiful friends.
Hello, hello. Mr. Noah.
Shame if you select.
We are Pass the Mic.
I hit the Noe on that one.
Mr. Noah. I tried to get my deep voice, so I just kind of forgot about it. So, what's today's episode?
Today's episode is called Legends.
Ooh, legends. Okay.
That's deep, right?
Yes.
So we're going to talk about who inspired us. What do you consider a good actor?
Okay.
What makes them a good actor or entertainer, right?
Okay.
And why we choose them.
Ooh, that's good.
So for me, if I'm going to jump it off,
Go ahead.
who inspired me, and I truly just looked at it. If I'm looking at it wholeheartedly, it was Denzel Washington. As cliche as that may sound, but regardless, he backs it up.
He's so good.
He's a hell of an actor.
Man.
Hell of an actor, and what he brings to the role, emotion-wise, there's no way I should feel any type of emotion when I'm looking at a movie and like feel bad, like if somebody like, oh nah, they didn't have to do my boy like that. They didn't have to do him like that.
He did.
I felt that way.
Yeah.
In Training Day, I know he was supposed to be the villain, but guess what? I was riding with him.
Yeah, I agree.
Do this to me.
I put cases on all
All
of
of
y'all.
y'all. Look, it's in Pelican Bay when I'm done.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yes.
That type of emotion, that stuff that comes from me, like those feels, those chills. If you can give me that, I'm sold. I'm watching everything.
Yeah.
Everything you got.
I feel like that, but there's a bit of authenticity in that too. Like you could just because you can feel it. I think it's because he's kind of taken from like his own personal experiences, and I think as artists or as entertainers, we should do that. We should take from our own personal experiences and delve into the character or into that artistry so that we can give people a piece of us. And it seems, and then it just seems, and you're more connected. Like we're more connected to the people, to the audience. The audiences are more connected to us, and they feel a sense of, oh my gosh, is that I connected? That felt so real to me because
I agree.
part of it
I
is
completely agree.
just being authentic in the character.
So who inspired you?
Oh man, because I am a singer and actress.
Come on now.
Okay, see, like, listen, people be sleeping, but you can't sleep, okay? Then, so I'm inspired by a lot of people, but because I'm a singer and actress, and the one person I'm gonna say, you know what I'm gonna say?
No, I'm gonna say it's. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a duo, someone that can do
It
both.
is.
That's what I'm
Someone that
thinking.
can do both.
And it is.
I wonder if I can guess it.
My girl, my other Leo component, my girl Whitney
say.
Houston. No, listen.
Okay.
So
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Whitney. Oh my gosh. Like she really was just the greatest human being. Like just despite all the stuff, she went through.
I mean,
but
behind the
like
scenes.
That's
behind the scenes stuff. But, and we'll get a chance to talk about that on another episode. But she, man, when I say that everything she did, not just as a singer or music, but even when her acting, if you have seen any of her films that she's acted in, like The Preacher's Wife and The Bodyguard, and even Cinderella.
Yeah, she was solid.
Yes, I remember that.
She was a stepmother.
Oh, she was the fairy godmother.
The fairy godmother, there you go. Yeah.
Oh my God. Like everything she did, like Waiting to Exhale too. Just everything she did, it was just like she was perfect. I've never seen a person that is just so perfect in everything she has to do that has pertained to her artistry. Like that.
That to you is like
Oh my
chef's kiss.
Right. Like, oh my God.
I can see how it resonates with you.
My like she is
No, for real.
She really was the greatest.
No, solid.
Like she was so good. Now I do have other like actresses that I like I look up to and am inspired by. But she, like, to put like the icing on the cake doing both.
Yeah.
She's it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
No way.
Oh, I would say Joaquin Phoenix. I know we talked about this on the last episode.
Talked about
Yeah,
that.
we talked about that.
Joaquin Phoenix for me is
Dope.
the one that I look forward to. Especially like I lose interest when people start hyping things up. I'm like, I don't want to watch it. But like Joker, I waited like maybe 2-3 weeks for it to kind of die down, then I'll go watch it. But Joaquin Phoenix for me has done a lot. Like He was in Gladiator. Just the like you said with Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington, I love. He can take you up and down emotionally and and everything.
Emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's good,
He can
though.
be doing scene 1 all nice and calm, and then scene 2, scene
It's
3, it's
something
like
else.
completely different.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're very
It's
dynamic.
the levels,
Levels,
right?
yeah, very dynamic. But Joaquin Phoenix, for me, especially when I saw him in Joker, I was like,
Like it's crazy.
his body transformation alone, like this guy looked like he was anorexic. Like he lost so much weight. There's a shot of him when I think he was like in the locker room and he's like hunched over. You can just see his ribs,
back.
his spine, everything. I'm like, that guy committed to that
to
role.
that role.
100%, yes.
I like
To
that
me,
you
I'm
brought
like,
that up.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, you know,
I like
I
that
was
you
gonna
brought that
say,
up.
So he became the character that we know, right? Like I grew up watching Batman. We all had, we all try to imitate maybe that Joker laugh.
Yeah.
He like really made it his own, but still pulled from the cartoons, from the old Jokers and so forth. So I was, like to me, I love Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very dynamic.
That's part of
I want to say, is that like method acting?
that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
That's a part of method
Method
acting.
acting.
Because you got to think about, and I don't know his name. You guys are gonna help me out on this one, but the guy who played Lincoln, the actor that played Lincoln. It's like when you're doing method acting, usually when you're doing method acting, you have some kind of you can go visit the person, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
try
can
to
go
pick
live
up
with them. Can't live with Lincoln. You know what I mean? So
Right.
how did you grab that? And I cannot think of his name right now, and it's killing me.
It's I think I feel like it's really
gotta look it up.
analysis.
Yeah, I
It's
was saying,
like
go ahead and look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Please look it up so we can know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm
method
so
acting. I'm almost
sorry.
wondering if like with method acting, are they like transforming
Daniel Day-Lewis.
themselves?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
People give him the praise of being the king of method acting. And I like it. Another person, when you were talking, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that was a good segue into what do you consider a good actor? Because you said that what I said, give me those thrills and chills that give me those vibes, and his intense emotions and what he brings to the character, and how he was able to lose weight and do that. Another person who did that was Matthew McConaughey in
Oh
Dallas
my
Buyers
gosh!
Club.
Yes, he
That
did.
was a good one.
Oh,
Beast.
That was a good
Matthew,
one.
I love
okay,
him.
and
I love
he,
that one.
and
He's
give
solid.
credit. He's also a Texan.
He is.
Matthew,
Austin.
Matthew,
He's a Longhorn
we
fan. Big
love
Longhorn
you.
fan.
Just want to
Yes,
say,
sir.
Matthew, we love you. You're
Yes, sir.
amazing. You're so amazing.
Let me know if you need me in any kind of.
Okay.
I can
All right,
lose
all
some
right,
weight.
all right.
If
All
you
right.
need me in something,
Yeah.
I could be your,
No,
your
yeah.
other counterpart. You just let me know.
Love interest.
I got you.
I don't know if you guys saw Narcos, but the Mexico edition of Narcos.
Yeah.
So Diego Luna, he's been in the scene forever, like since he was a young guy. Same thing. They asked him because he played a cartel boss.
Right.
Like, hey, do you want to go visit him? Right? Because he's still alive. Like, do you want to go visit him in jail, talk to him, try to get to know him so you can become that character? And he said no. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Because he wanted, I don't know the reasonings behind why he said no, but from what I got, he just wanted to develop that character to
His own
become
self,
him.
yeah.
To become him, right? Versus
I see that.
I have a conversation with you. Oh, I know her mannerisms, her
Right.
this, her that, and like I can be that person. No,
Yeah.
he built it like from scratch, right?
I feel like,
From reading, from etc. Research.
and so with that, do you think that it would be better, just your own opinion, do you think it would be better for you to learn the ways of that person, or for you to actually develop that character? I think
Character development for me.
character development for me, definitely, because then you
Yeah.
can, like you said, he created his own mold of what he thought the character
Yeah.
should be, or what it would feel like, just from what his, the history or background that he got.
Right.
So
I think that any kind of information, this is just me. Everybody is different, obviously, but I think just for the simple fact that I'm a perfectionist, as we just spoke about.
We talked about that.
whole Leo thing. We got
it's a thing. It's a Leo thing.
So me wanting to be perfect, I don't have to take everything that I'm getting from him, but I need to feel his vibes, his aura,
I would do both.
his energy.
Me personally.
So I'm gonna create everything that I get from this
that.
person, and and whatever I'm gonna create myself, just thinking of, I'm gonna
Merging.
merge them
Mesh it all
together
together.
because that's what he had
That's
to
the
do with
thing.
Lincoln. We didn't have any, you know, he did. Damn, They Lose didn't have anything he could go off of. He could
Besides
read his
history books.
words.
Yeah.
And what he created for us, hell, we thought it was Lincoln. Oh, dang.
That's
We
Lincoln.
thought it was.
Lincoln sounded just like, we know.
Four score 7 years
We
ago.
don't know that, but he did that
See,
good of a job.
You know
Yeah.
who else did a good job, and I'm gonna take from you, my girl Angela Bassett with Tina Turner. For a lot of people who don't know who Tina Turner is, who didn't know who Tina Turner was, a lot of our younger people who saw
thought it
Angela
was.
Bassett play, they thought Angela Bassett was Tina Turner.
I was 33 years old today till I found out.
It's about, wait a minute, that ain't
Yeah.
Tina Turner. No, ma'am, it's not.
No, man. I'm
It's
sorry.
not. You know.
She was in.
Yeah. Listen, look,
I looked up shower.
I love
She was
it.
in Black Panther, right? She was the
She was
she was
the
the
mom.
queen or the
mom.
mom.
Yeah, she's
Yep.
queen.
The way she like carried herself in that movie, I was like, ooh, that's queen,
That's
right?
queen.
She carried herself as a mom, a queen, a sister, like everything into one big package. And I mean, just her presence alone, the way she would stand and just look around at people, I'm like, dang, that's deep.
Yeah.
When
She said so many words without saying a word,
saying
with just
it.
like,
Just her
Those
face.
love.
Oh
dude.
my
That's
God.
harder than
she
people
is
really
so
think.
good with that. Look, Angela
Yeah.
Bassett, oh my God.
She has that.
She,
Fierce.
That
her
yes.
and Viola Davis are the two people I can
Them
say.
my girls.
Oh my goodness. Or
Bring
first
it.
of all,
They
I'm gonna
bring
tell you
it.
this. Look, my girl Angela Bassett is way underrated. Way underrated.
For
She should have gotten Oscars upon Oscars on a lot of the roles that she played. But
Yeah.
I know it's politics.
a lot of politics.
But listen, like how she delves into her characters is just, and I'm an empath. So if you can give me, listen, I'm sold.
I got a question for you, even though it didn't happen, but I'm gonna throw it out there. What if, because one of my favorite movies is Fences with Denzel Washington
I have yet to see that
and
one.
Viola Davis. Brother,
seen that
put
one yet.
that
I know.
on, put
Put
that
it
on
on
the
your
list.
I wrote it
I
down.
will
on
watch
your
it with you
list.
again. I will watch it with you. We can have
Listen here.
a
Popcorn,
day.
snickerdoodles.
We can have a day where we just
Yoo-hoos,
watch it.
all that.
we can have a day where we just watch it and
Listen here.
just sit and watch it.
When I tell you her emotion, snot bubbles, all that
Everything.
running down, I was
Everything.
right there with her.
Listen,
I said, boy,
crying.
you ain't no good. This
Right.
the only time I went up, the only time I
Yes.
went against Denzel. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But Denzel, bruh.
But when when an actress or actor can bring those characters out of you, when they can bring that
Yes.
character out and you have all these different emotions, you're angry or you're crying, you're upset, you feel something.
That feeling.
That
Yeah.
is just
I agree.
That's top tier stuff right there.
What if it was Angela Bassett?
Ooh, that did Fences with
That's why I said what I said.
Like
Yeah.
my soul was like,
But I'm not gonna pit the two against each other because I love them both.
they're
I love
both-
Angela
think
Bassett and I
they
love Viola
both-
Davis.
They both bring something so
They
so
both bring
magical to the
something.
table.
Because Viola Davis was in
She was
Black
a
Panther,
woman
right?
king.
Black Panther 2, right? She
Yeah.
was the warrior, like the lead warrior. She brought that. She was aggressive in the whole
Wait,
9
wait.
yards, right?
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis wasn't.
No?
No, she wasn't in Black Panther 2. No, she was in
Black
Woman
Panther.
King. Woman King.
Woman King is what you're talking
No.
about.
Maybe you think about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm probably getting
You
someone
you get them
confused.
mixed
Yeah,
up.
I'm getting
but-
I think
someone
he's talking
confused.
about Angela.
Yeah.
She was the Angela Bassett was.
But
she was in
but
that.
but Woman King, she did an amazing job in that one too. No, you solid. You
We'll
solid. Hey, brother,
I'm gonna have
this
to
is a safe
research
space.
that one.
It
I'm gonna
is
have to
okay,
research
'cause
It's
I
that.
have
okay to not
research. Don't
know.
worry.
getting
It's okay to
faces.
not
You're good.
know.
I'm
We
getting
okay
faces
with it.
confused.
I know who you're
No,
talking
you're
about.
good. We
though.
get what
Yes.
you're talking about. Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
She looks like
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
look. They
yeah.
almost look alike. But no.
But man, so we already talked about what makes them a good actor, right? So what dedication and things did you think that they brought? Like, what do you think they're like coming up to the role? How do they handle it? How do you think some of the things are like? How do they get to that point? You know what I mean? It's the preparation. It's 9 times out of 10. This is a big Hollywood blockbuster, you're gonna have your script way ahead of time.
Way ahead of time.
And I think they actually do have like if it was me, I would have help readers run all these lines and stuff, and they have the necessary tools and things set aside in order to actually focus on one project at a time. As far as these we're upcoming actors, we got to get gigs. We don't have time to really delve deep into these characters like we really would want to make them.
Some actually do if they're not working on another project.
That's what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? Because at some point in time, I have 2-3 projects that I'm working on at a time. I'm like, dang, I don't want to give anyone less. I want to give it 100%. So I do that, but still in the back of my mind, it's like, dang, maybe I could have did more on this one. You're always going to think that, right?
Second guess yourself a little bit.
And then sometimes you want to holler cut yourself. You're like, cut.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't do that. You know what I mean? So it goes back into it. The preparation that they got to is why and where they are today is because of what they did to get there. Mm-hmm. And it's a constant grind. It's a constant hustle.
It's the small
steps that people miss.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you gotta actually do the work.
Man.
Just heard on the radio coming over here how P. Diddy started as a background dancer. I didn't know that. I knew Tupac started as a background dancer, but Diddy started as a background dancer, and he just said just to look and see how life comes full circle around. Freaking billionaire now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's about the consistency and grind. A lot of people didn't want to hear him on them songs. You know what I mean? Take that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, why is he on this song?
But guess what? Look where he at now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a persistence and it's the consistency.
You got to be consistent. That's the hardest thing for humans to do.
Humans.
I'm not even gonna say any one person. It's humans to be consistent.
Humans in general to be consistent.
Disciplined.
Ooh.
Yes, I agree.
It is hard, and I can attest to that my own self. It's hard. No, it really is hard.
Because I've heard interviews where certain actors or actresses are preparing for a role and they'll remain that character, right? It's not all right, cut, all right, you're Noe again.
No,
hey, how you guys doing? No, you're like, cut, you're still that character
the whole time.
You go back into the trailer, you're still that character. Because if you lose that, like, it kind of psychs you out. Because I've been in that kind of position before too. It's like, okay, well, I can say hello, or I can go eat something real quick. We just cut, hey, or got a 5-minute break, and then you try to get back into it, and you like,
and you lose it.
Dang, I can hear it. That didn't sound good.
It didn't feel the same,
right? And I've gotten the feedback from the directors or from someone on set. I'm like, yeah, try to bring it back to where it was, right? Like where you were just doing what you just did before the break. Do that again, and then you're like, dang, you psyched yourself out, or you just got out of that momentum break. And then you didn't remain that character, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes I've walked around and sat just kind of like away from people, kind of, okay, this is what I was doing.
You can stay in
this is coming up next.
Mind
frame. Like this is coming up next. This is coming up next. I got this to do. Remember the actions, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sometimes it's okay to remain in that character until you're done with when I'm done with it. If I'm done, like if it's a wrap, if we're wrapped up, that's when I'm done with the character. That's what I'm doing. Okay, now I can breathe. And even still, like if I'm in it for a certain amount of time, I take on some of those character traits in my own personality, whatever. After I do a certain character, sometimes I'll take it on.
So with the traits that you was talking about, it's funny that I definitely agree with what you were saying, because sometimes it is hard for method actors to get out of character, and they become stuck in there. Keith Stansfield in the movie that he just did, LaKeith Stansfield with the movie that he just did, and I bring that up.
Judas
and the Black Messiah. He stated that he didn't like the outcome or that character because of how it made him feel. It said he had a lot of like issues to kind of get over after doing that character. Not that he didn't like the character, it was just a hard and sometimes
it wasn't him.
Yeah, right. And sometimes it is very hard to accept a certain character, a villain, a protagonist, or whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
So some people take it harder than others, and that's completely human. This is like we said before.
Health.
This is the most vulnerable that you will be in any entertainment, because you have to put yourself out there in order to get a true and good product. Because if you're not giving your 100%, then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I completely agree.
That's true. Yeah.
You got to give it your.
Give it your all.
Acting teacher once said, "You gotta give it your all right here. Just this is me. This is who you get right here."
That's it.
I'm like, that stuck with me right there.
Man,
that's good. Okay. So with that being said, now we've talked about who inspires us, what I guess gives what tips or whatever that gives a good actor that So who would you say? Like, who would y'all say is your top 5 actors? Like, who is your best top 5 actors? Like, if you were if you wanted to just study those 5 actors, right? If you wanted to hone on your craft or whatever, who would you basically say, or who would you tell other people to look at as being like the top 5 actors that is like the go-to actors? You know what I mean? Like the top 5, the best ones.
Jamie? Who's on your list?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. That is.
I put you on the list. I put you on the spot.
Jay,
okay.
you go first. You gotta go first.
In no particular. Well, okay. My number 1 is not changing at all. Denzel Washington number 1. Everything else in no particular order. I'm gonna go Viola Davis. I gotta throw Angela Bassett in there.
Yeah. You stealing mine. You stealing mine. But
Will
it's okay.
Smith.
You stealing mine. I like Will Smith.
Leonardo.
Yes.
Whoa, Leonardo
DiCaprio.
Yes.
Ooh.
Beast.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good.
Like I said, no particular order. That was 5, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Was that 5?
Yeah. Denzel, Angela Bassett, Viola Davis, Will Smith, and Leo.
Okay.
Leo.
Right?
I would have to kind of piggyback off of him for sure.
What would you say?
Leonardo DiCaprio. When he was in Django, I could tell he was being himself and he enjoyed that character because I've never seen. Yeah, right? Oh, I completely agree. Like, dang, he's dropping that word every other sentence. No, but you can tell he like really let loose. Kind of like in the Wolf of Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street, same thing.
So
He
good.
You can tell.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, he let loose in that movie too. I'm like, he's having fun.
Yeah.
This is a different type of character. I feel like I haven't seen him before. But Leonardo DiCaprio, Joaquin Phoenix for me. I just wrote it down. Daniel Craig, 007.
I know you're talking about, you like him.
Yes, he's good.
Because he just brings that like debonair, suave gentleman, but I'll still
he does give me that. Ooh, he does give me that suave.
I love those little types of gadgets where like I love those kind of
that.
things.
Okay.
And then I would say Will Smith. I like Will Smith.
Yeah.
But for me, like going more into the comedy TV side of things, it's on Martin Lawrence.
Oh,
I was talking because he changed the game too, and Eddie Murphy
Eddie
too.
Murphy.
It's hard to do a top 5.
Gosh, it's hard. It's really
hard to do a top 5.
It's really hard to do a top 5.
I would say the Williams brothers.
They changed the game.
They changed the comedy.
They opened up the door for a lot of people.
They opened the door for Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey said he's forever grateful for them because he gave.
Because they did In Living Color.
Yes, and Living Color was my favorite
In Living Color was probably the best. One of the best, like childhood, like one of our best childhood.
You shouldn't have been a child watching.
Yeah, right.
Well, we ain't gonna get into that though.
Well, it was, and that's the reason.
Was real good though.
Like the Williams brothers just brought so much.
Yeah.
The Williams brothers just like
they were good.
Apart from like the actual show, the Williams brothers, but
it was
in Living Color,
family. Their whole family is very talented.
Their whole family is like in the show.
And kids got money.
Jeez,
man, right? Everybody got money.
Those I would say, like off the top of my head, that have left an impression. My bilingual is coming out.
There you go.
They have left a mark on me.
Gotcha.
Right? I would say those guys like, ooh, I want to go see that movie because he's in it, or I want to see that show or that movie because they're in it. Yeah.
Wow.
What about you, ma'am? What's up?
I gave
you
the question, right? And now I'm like, what? Okay, man, that's really tough to actually give a top 5.
Yeah.
It's tough.
In no order.
This
is a safe space.
Yeah.
And look, I'm biased because I'm also thinking about the singer actors.
The duos.
Yeah, the duos, right? The duos.
I agree.
And if I can say my top 5 for that, I would say, of course, definitely Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston. I would say Angela Bassett. She is just.
Leave out.
She is just. No, I mean, yeah, I can't leave her. She's too good.
Stella got a groove back. Came out part 2.
Stella.
Right.
Just,
no.
And if I think about versatility, I would definitely say Viola Davis because she's like the mother of acting. Like just pristine, and just everything is just amazing. I'm gonna be biased because I always since I was in second grade, I always said I wanted to be Halle Berry. So Halle Berry, girl,
Halle,
you my girl,
okay,
you my
okay.
girl. So Halle Berry, oh gosh, and I can't just say 5, y'all. I can't. I'm breaking the rules.
Go for it.
I'm breaking the rules. I would say Halle Berry, and then I would also say Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, yes.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Jamie Foxx.
He's we share the same name.
Talent.
Even though it's not his real name, but it's fine.
That's not his real
It's not his real name.
That's another
Jamie
story for
Foxx,
another
I agree.
day.
Jamie
But
Foxx,
yes,
definitely.
no, he's very talented, and he
One of my
also is
favorites.
a great singer.
Oh my God.
So
He can do it all.
He can do it all, and that's why I love him. And there's so many more people on my list, but those would be the top people that I actually look at.
I like it.
Okay.
Well, y'all, that's all we got for today. We appreciate y'all rocking with us as always, and
Thank you
don't
very much.
forget to subscribe.
Hit subscribe.
and
We have
like,
more to come. More to come.
Put your little ringer little thing on so you can know when we
Notification.
post next. There you go.
Notification post.
You know what I'm talking about. All right. Well, Jamie,
Tabitha.
No way.
and we are
Pass the mic.
The podcast.
Yeah.
Later. Thank you, guys.
Wake up in the morning in this loud ass bell. Life situations trying to give me hell. And yo, I promised myself I wouldn't stress it. I choose to be me and live free. No, I'm not worried. No, I don't really.